What's up, YouTube? This is Rybo at the Bench, and tonight I'm just going to go over how I store my knives. If you are like me and you have an extensive knife collection or watch collection, you're probably always looking for efficient ways to store your knives so that they don't take up a lot of space, you can access them quickly, your wives don't throw them away, etc., etc. And so this is the best method that I have found. And so I wanted to throw this out just in case others had not realized that you can actually use watch rolls to store knives. And they work very, very well, surprisingly well. And I've really enjoyed it so far. So I'm going to go over this. So this is a watch roll that I made. This is duck canvas from a craft store. It's really cool stuff. I did wax it. It needs to be re-waxed because I probably didn't do it enough, but it's just duck canvas. It's a couple layers thick. These are just some leather strands that can go on there. I did put a grommet in there. So, getting a little fancier, you can definitely buy watch rolls much, much nicer than this. I am not pretending. I am not delusional. I understand this is not super nice. I am not great at this kind of stuff, but wanted to give it a try. So I've made several of these watch rolls. So this one is a 5-pocket roll. It has a fold right here just to protect, originally this is for watches, so it protects kind of the top. And actually, I'm wearing the SKX 011J, the Orange Boys. So let me pop this one off real quick and just show you how originally this was intended to work. So you would fold this up, you would just slide the watch right in there, and then you would have a little bit of the bracelet sticking out, depending on if you have a NATO or whatever. You can see it's not the exact same width. I wanted a couple slots for divers, field watches, and then this is really just for spring bar tools, watch cloths, stuff like that. Extra straps, that's a great spot for that. So the idea was you'd fold it over, and then you would just roll this up, and you would get 5 watches, 4 watches, something like that, plus some straps, all in this little compact roll. So I'm gonna pop this out. I have made several of these, and recently I was looking for a better way to store my knives because in the past I've had just this big camo bag and kind of everything gets dumped into that bag. I store boxes separately, but honestly, it's not a very efficient system. It's not a great use of space. The knives get kind of beat up and it's not easy to find things. And so what I realized is this works incredibly well for knife storage. So I'm gonna throw a bunch of stuff on screen. So these are just some knives I pulled out for the demonstration. So if I told you I could get all of this stuff, really and more, into this watch roll, and it would pack down to about this, it would probably surprise you, and it surprised me. And so that's what I'm gonna show right now. So one of the cool things about the way that I make these watch rolls is that I do a double pocket on every slot, and I will show that real quick. So if you look here, I take the inner layer of canvas, which is really originally just used for contrasting color material, and I will roll that up with the outer layer. And effectively what that does is that gives you an inner pocket, and then that gives you an outer pocket. And the outer pocket I originally made so that I could put a spring bar tool or an extra strap without fearing scratching up the watch crystal. So if you have a watch down in that first pocket, you could then put a spring bar tool or something in that second pocket, and there would be a layer of protection from the top and the bottom. For knife storage, however, that works in kind of 2 ways. So I'm going to start left to right. So if I put this, this is the pair of 3, drop this in here, that works great. But I can also use the pocket clip on top of the first sleeve in there. And that way it's just adding a little bit more, resistance so that this isn't going to fall out. So that's pretty cool. So it clips there just like it would on a pocket. So that's pretty neat. So I'm going to just go down the line. Let's do the Delica next. Whoops. Let's see. Delica in there. And then let's do the Chaparral next. And then let's do the Kershaw Skyline. And then let's do the Dragonfly. So Dragonfly comes here, and I have an extra sleeve right here, and I can just slip the Dragonfly right in there. So I've got two knives right there. And then I'm gonna do the Ontario Rat 2. I can slide the Gerber right on top there. I'm gonna take the Rhodey, slide it right in there. And I've just got all those knives. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 knives in this watch roll that I could fold up, and it would pack down to that right there. And that can fit really anywhere. I mean, it's great for travel, but it's also great just to throw it in a closet or a drawer or something. You can unroll it. You have all of your knives laid out here. You can make these lower so that you can see more of your knives. And also, it works great for storing tools if you want to. So I could take like my, what are these? These are the Wera. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but these are my Torx screwdrivers. I absolutely love these tools for breaking down knives. And so these store very well, either in their own pocket, if I wanted to pull out a couple knives and just make one of these kind of a tool pouch. And I can get probably all 3 of those. Yeah, all 3 of those, or maybe 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top there. Let's see. And it would roll up the same as the pocket knives. And I've just got everything I need right there. Again, great option if you're traveling, because you can take stuff to help you break things down. I can probably still get all these knives in here. Yep, there we go. So that's, 8 knives plus my Torx bits all in here. You could include things like sharpening stones that would fit very well in one of these side pockets, et cetera, et cetera. So just an idea, if you're looking for a way to save some space, keep everything together, have one place to go for all of your knives laid out. This is what I've found recently. I think it works really, really well. I've been really happy with it. You can get several different watch rolls and just kind of use them to break up your knife collection if you want to. Keep all, of one brand in one place. But something that's been really efficient for me. I've really enjoyed it and thought that some others may benefit from that as well. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.